perspective. Yes, can we begin? Is everyone ready? Eva?
Yes, Eva, Vice President of Education. Just to add, I received a notice from the RC that some of you believe you have to check in. ODs need to check in. The only exception is that you can be registered for a workshop and still be allowed into GA. But you still need to collect your check-ins. The attendance requirements are the same for you as for all of the other participants.
Thanks, Eva. Katja, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Chad. Can you guys hear me? Yes? Okay. So, as I said yesterday, the OD meeting, today we will start with the mock GA, which is putting what you have learned so far about the GA procedures into practice. We will not be repeating a lot of the information because you are already quite familiar with it. We will just really quickly go through some of the basic descriptions again.
Yeah, it's slow a bit. And yeah.
Okay, so again, welcome to the highest decision-making body of EPSA. This is where the future of EPSA is written, short and sweet. For the GA session to begin and for all the voting procedures to be valid, we require a quorum, which is 1/3 of all the ordinary members with voting rights present. Next slide, please. Okay, so before we start, we will appoint some roles in this General Assembly. We will have the chairperson. Chuck will be proposed as a chairperson, and he will be responsible for the conduct of the GA. We will have facilitators, so this will be the PC members. One PC member per session will facilitate the General Assembly, which means that we will be giving you the speaking rights. Next slide, please. Then we'll approve our secretary, who will be our Secretary General, of course, Leonor, who will write the minutes. Then we will have our scrutineers. These are people who will bring you voting cards, microphones, and secret ballots. Please, when I call your name out, when you're giving speaking rights, hold your hand into the air so that the scrutineer can see you and bring you the microphone. Lastly, we'll have our meeting secretaries, so the people who will help Leonor minute the discussion so that we can have a comprehensive minutes in the end of this General Assembly. So as I already explained, Parliamentary Council will also serve as a motion committee in this GA, and at this point I would also like to remind you once again that the deadline for the EPSA team nominations is pretty much around the corner. It's tomorrow at 8:59 in the morning, and the deadline for the members' motions and for the HLM nominations is Friday at 12:59. As was said yesterday, if you are already considering motions, please turn to the PC. Next slide, please, Sandra. Okay, this has already been covered yesterday. I believe you still master the hand signals, the new point, the direct, and so on. Can you change the slide behind? And these are also, of course, the clarifications, points of information, and bullshits. And one thing that I forgot yesterday, in case that you have a point, but by the time the speaking rights are given to you, the point has already been covered, just please yell drop. So that means that you have dropped. Also, you do not have to have your hands risen at all the time. Just make sure that the facilitator makes eye contact with you. We will put you on the speaking list, and we will not, and that means that you can put your hand down. Next slide. And of course, don't forget to use the emotion cards or thumbs up, thumbs down. Can I at this point see if you are all feeling comfortable with the hand signals? Yes, awesome. So we will now, still next slide please, Mihai. Also remember that the speaking order is as it is, so the technical comment is the one that takes the precedence, and then is the descending order to the new comment. And now we'll move to the fun part of the mock GA, which are two mock motions. The first, which are kindly proposed by the EPSA executive, and as you know, the executive motions do not need seconders, so that is why we do not have a seconder for this particular motion. The first was kindly, especially motivated by our president, and it reads: the 55th General Assembly agrees to suspend suspend the standing orders in case a legendary Pokemon appears in Castle the Bird location. The standing orders shall remain suspended until the official delegates have caught the Pokemon. And I will now give the word to the executive to propose the motivation behind their motion, so please, Chad.
Chair President, the executive strongly believes that legendary Pokemon are extremely rare. They're even rarer than our General Assembly, so we would strongly suggest that you let us give and give yourselves the opportunity to catch these elusive beasts. Thank you.
Do I have any comments or questions on this motion? No comments or questions? No? Sorry, BPSA?
EPSA UK, what is the criteria for said level of beast? Because I think Jigglypuff is
Can I go to the end?
Chad?
Chair President, so yeah, being legendary is criteria enough in our opinion. Thank you.
Thank you, Chad. Do I have any other comments on the motion? If not, I will need a procedural motion that closes the discussion. 9.3 proposed by BPSA UK, seconded by ANEP France. And now I will open the discussion on the procedural motion. If there are no comments, I will close the discussion on the procedural motion and we'll go back to the voting on the actual motion. So please, as you don't have your voting cards yet, please raise your hands, 1 OD per association with voting rights. So anyone against the motion? Any abstentions? If not, the mock motion was carried unanimously, and let's go hunt Pokemon. Okay, and we will move to the second mock motion, please. Yes. The second mock motion reads, the 55th General Assembly admits all the peacocks at the Castle de Bert location as EPSA Friends of Association. Please, Executive, provide your motivation. Chuck?
Yes, the executive strongly believes that if we would befriend the peacocks, they would behave more nicely and give us our silence and peace when we need it. Thank you.
Thank you, Chert. And I open the floor for discussion. Is there any comments? Rian, if this is... yeah, go. Rian, Akop, please.
Is there the possibility of changing it? Shit. Sorry. Rian, Akop, and DLS. Is there the possibility to change it from friends to friends with benefits because of the sound they make? Thank you.
Thank you, Rian. Also, please note that that would be a new comment because we have just opened the discussion, which means that you're making a new comment. Yes, thank you. Chuck, would you like to reply?
Yes. Does the executive agree or disagree with this amendment?
Don't.
Okay.
Pasha, merci. I love you guys.
Do I have a point by Doro?
Yeah, since Friends of the Association, Dorothea, Vice President of European Affairs, since Friends of the Association is something that was officially established in EPSA, and Friends with Benefits, it's not. We need to, that's just the criteria right now. I have Diederik with a direct comment.
Diederik, Treasurer, maybe if we propose a 9.12 and thereby having that article which says the Friend of Association, if that article is suspended, then this would be a proper solution, right?
Oh god.
For your information, Diederik, that would just temporarily suspend the terms of reference. It would not establish a new membership in EPSA. So sadly, Friends with Benefits is still not possible in EPSA. Only Friends of Association. Chat?
Chair President, so sadly, executive does not agree with the amendment.
Okay, so as you know, the amendment cannot be incorporated in the motion without the agreement of the proposer, but I do have another comment by PPSA.
Susanna, PPSA Poland.
So, as the speakers would become an EPSA Friends of Association, does it mean we would have the possibility to invite them for the next EPSA event?
Would you like to reply, Church? Yeah, actually it is mandated in our regulations that we do enable them attending all of our events. Point of information by Church?
Chair, as a president, so we do not need to enable, but the executive can discuss inviting them to the GA.
That is correct. Do we have any more comments on the motion? Would anyone like to close the discussion? 9.3 proposed by BPHSA Bulgaria, seconded by EPSA Finland. I open the discussion on the procedural motion, so on the 9.3. I close the discussion on the procedural motion and we'll proceed to the actual voting on the motion. Any abstention? Anyone against? Any abstentions? And the second mock motion was carried unanimously, and the peacocks are now the Friends of Association. Okay, lastly, please remember what has already been said quite a few times, to please stand up and introduce yourself before you start speaking. Please remember at all times that the points should not be repeated. That's why we have the emotion cards, to express that you're agreeing or disagreeing with something. Please be clear and concise in your questions. And lastly, get involved. The GA is here for you so that you can contribute to the future decisions of EPSA. Next slide, please. Procedural motions have been covered enough by now. I think we are all feeling comfortable with the use of them. Can I see motion cards? Do you feel comfortable with the use of procedural motions? Yes, so please, next slide. And another one. Voting we have also covered. Don't forget that usually we vote by voting cards, but if at any point you have a justified reason why you would like to vote anonymously with secret ballots, which I now have here, are these little pieces of paper. You can state that and we will discuss it in the GA. Next slide, please. Lastly, let me really shortly explain what the different majorities in EPSA means. So for the big majority of the decisions in EPSA, we require a simple majority. That means that we need more votes in favor than against, and the abstentions do not count. If at any other places in Torso it's stated that another type of majority can be used, it's either the absolute majority, which means that more than 50% of all the votes must be in favor. Abstentions do count. So the difference between simple and absolute majority is that also abstentions count in the absolute majority. And then, next slide please, Anda. We still have the 2/3 majority, which, as the name implies, requires the number of votes in favor to be at least the double of the votes against, and here abstentions also do not count. If at any time there is a majority of abstentions, the motion lies on the table until a specified deadline, and if there are equal votes for and against the motion is defeated. And of course, we will explain what kind of majority we need in certain votings as we come to them. Lastly, do not forget, the PC loves GA, and we are very, very eager to share our love with you. So in case you have any kind of questions regarding the procedures, please approach us either during the GA or in informal settings, and we are very open to all of your questions. And with that, I will give the word back to Chert. Thank you.
Chert, President, thank you very much, Katja. So I will be facilitating until the facilitator is officially appointed. And with that, I would like to move to point number 2, which is opening of the 55th General Assembly by the President. I officially open the 55th General Assembly. Thank you very much. So with that, I move to point number 3, which is graduation reports and introductions of the official delegates. So I will ask all of you first to stand up, say your name, your association, which year of studies are you in, and which night is your favorite night at an EPSA event.
Hi, my name is Marlene. I'm from Africa, Austria. It's my 4th year of studies, and my favorite night is International Night.
Hi, I'm Rian. I'm the LS of AFEP. This is my 6th year, and my favorite night is the one where I can go home and sleep in my own bed.
Hello, I'm Pieter Jan van Halloween, VBSO Belgium. I'm already graduated, but I'm studying something different now. And my favorite night is the opening night.
Hi everyone, I'm Josephine, VBSO Belgium. I'm in my 5th year of studies, and my favorite night is Gala Night.
Hello, my name is Josipa. I'm from Southern Bosnia and Herzegovina. I'm 4th year of studies, and my favorite night is Gala Night.
Hello, my name is Andrea. I'm from Southern Bosnia and Herzegovina. I'm in my 4th year of study, and my favorite night is Gala Night.
Hello, I'm Vasia, BPHC Bulgaria. I'm in my 5th year of study, and my favorite night is also the International Night. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Peter, and I'm from Bulgaria, BPHSA. I'm in my 4th year of study. I'm 22 years old, and my favorite night is Gala Night or International Night.
Hello everyone, I'm Marin, LS from Croatia, CPSA. I'm 22 years old and my favorite night is Gala.
Hello, I'm Eva, CPSA Croatia. I'm in my 3rd year of studies, and my favorite night is International Night.
Hello, I'm Jan Kaya from Cyprus, which is the association of EPSA, and my 3rd year, I'm a 3rd year of pharmacy, and my integration night is my favorite night. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Clara. I'm representing USF Czech Republic. I'm in a 4th year of my study, and my favorite night is Gala Night.
Hi, I'm Eliška. I'm from Czech Republic, USF Brno, and I'm on 4th year of studies, and my favorite night is Gala Night.
Hello, my name is Anna. I am from Czech Republic. I am in my 3rd year of studies, and my favorite night is also International.
Hello, I'm Pavlina. I'm from CZPSA, Czech Republic. I'm in the 3rd year of study, and my favorite night is International Night.
Hello, I'm Reili Kant. I'm the president of Tourist Estonia. I'm on my 2nd year of studies, and my favorite night is Gala Night.
Hello, I'm Jere. I'm LS for Tourist Estonia. I'm a 4th year student, and my favorite night is definitely the International Night.
Hi, I'm Kathy from EPSA Finland. This is my 5th year of studying, and my favorite night as well is International Night.
Hello everyone, I am Sid, the LS for Anna France. I am in my 5th year of studying, and like a lot of you, my favorite night is the International Night.
Hello, I'm Marion from ANEP France. I'm in 6 years of studies, and of course my favorite night is International Night.
Hi, I'm Kevin from BPHD Germany. I'm in the 2nd year of studies, and my favorite night is probably the International Night.
Hi, Konstantin from BPHD Germany as well, 3rd year student at the moment. Since this is my first EPSA event, I don't have a favorite night yet, but yesterday seems to be a promising candidate, so happy to see what happens next.
Hello everyone, I'm Marina from Greece, GPSF. It's my first Congress as well, so I don't have a favorite night yet, but I've heard so much about International Night, so I think this is going to be my favorite.
Hello, my name is Dora from EPSA, Hungary, and I'm in the fifth year of my studies, and my favorite night is Gala Night.
Hello, I'm Kinga from Hungary, and my favorite night is the International Night, and I'm in my third year of my studies.
Hello, my name is Elina, and I'm from Latvia, and I'm licensed secretary, and my favorite night is Gala Night.
Hi everyone, my name is Raivis, representing EPSA Latvia. I'm a recent graduate, and my favorite night is definitely the International Night.
Hello, Simona from SV Lithuania, and I'm in my second year of studies, and also International Night.
Hello, I'm Tautvydas from Lithuania, SFD. I'm in my fourth year of studies, and my favorite night would be National Night, so in this case would be Dutch Night. I hope it will be like the best.
Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Zwijnenberg, and I'm OD for KVB the Netherlands, and my favorite night is International Night.
Hi, I'm Janine from Game for the Netherlands. This is my first EPSA event, so I'm really looking forward to finding out what my favorite night will be. And I'm in my second year of studies.
Hello everyone, my name is Olivia. I'm president for SSFB Romania, and I'm in my fourth year of studies, and my favorite night is Gala Night.
Hello everyone, I'm Krishan from SSFB Romania, DLS. I'm in my fourth year, and my favorite night is also International Night.
Hi everyone, my name is Anda. I'm from Festival Romania, and my favorite night is International Night, and I'm in a 5-year study.
Hello everyone, my name is Elisabetta, but everybody calls me Betty, so feel free to call me Betty. I'm in my third year of studies, and in the last annual congress my favorite night was International Night, and I'm looking forward for International Night this year also. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Inês. I'm from Portugal, representing UBI Pharma. It's my first year of university, and I think my favorite night will be International.
Hello, I'm Margarida from UBI Pharma. I'm in the fourth year of studies, and I feel that in this congress my favorite night will be the Dutch night.
Hello everyone, I'm Martin from Portugal. I'm in the 5th year of study, and my favorite night is the International Nights that I can remember.
Hi, I'm Mathilde. I'm DLS from APEF. My favorite night is International Night, and I'm in the 4th year of studies.
Hi, I'm Marcelino from IFFO Portugal. I'm in the 4th year of studies, and my favorite night is International Night.
Hi, I'm Margarida, also from IFFO Portugal. I'm in the 4th year of my studies, and my favorite night is also International Night.
Zuzana, PBC Poland. I'm on the 4th year of my pharmacy studies, and as most of you, my favorite night is International Night, and feel invited to make a step on the Polish table.
Hello everyone, my name is Era, Nopsa, Norway. I'm in my 3rd year of studies, and I'm a big fan of the theme parties.
Hi, I'm Oskar, Snaps, Sweden. I'm in my 3rd year of studies, and I think King's Day is going to be fantastic, so I think that's going to be my new favorite.
Hello everyone, I'm Maria from SNAP Sweden on the LS. I'm in my 3rd year of studies as well. And actually, my favorite night is also usually theme night.
Hi everyone, my name is Manu. I'm Alex from Spain. I'm in my 5th year. My favorite night is the International Night, but I hope to remember.
Hi everyone, I'm Sergio from Spain. Fed from Spain, I'm president of the federation. My favorite night, well, it's my first time, but I guess it would be the international night.
Hi everyone, my name is Masha, from Slovenia. I'm in my 4th year of studies and my favorite night is Gala night. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Katja, LS of Slovenia. I'm in my 4th year of studies and my favorite night is Gala.
Hello everyone, my name is Monika. I'm from EPSA, Slovakia. I'm now in my 4th year of study and my favorite night is international night also.
Hello everyone, my name is Laura. I'm LS for EPSA Slovakia. I'm in my 2nd year of studies and my favorite night is also international.
Hello everyone, my name is Mina. I'm LS for Napster Serbia, currently in my 5th year of studies, and I have to say I'm a big fan of Gala night.
Hello everyone, I'm Matthew, LS for EPSA UK. I'm in my 1st year qualified as a pharmacist and my favourite night will probably be international night.
Hi, I'm William, I'm 3rd year BPSA UK. I haven't done an EPSA event, but I've done King's Day before, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Hello everyone, I'm Zafer from EPSA Turkey. I'm in my 3rd grade, and my favorite night is the ones that I survived through.
Hello everyone, I am Ipek from EPSA Turkey. This is my 4th year of studies, and my favorite night is international night.
Hi everyone, I'm Deniz, the president of EPSA International Turkey. I'm in my 5th year and my favorite nights are International Night and Gala Night. I think all of them.
Hello everyone, I'm Zahra. I'm LS of EPSA Int from Turkey, and my favorite night is Gala night, and I'm in the third year of my studies.
Hello, I'm Stephanie and I'm in the 2nd year of studies and I'm the LS of Switzerland and my favorite night will be the Gala night.
Okay, thank you guys. So, hey, my name is Chet. I'm the EPSA president. I'm in my 5th year of studies. My favorite night is one of the team nights.
Hello, I'm Dorothea. I'm the Vice President of European Affairs. I graduated already, so I'm now in my practical training internship. And right now I'm working in PGEU in Brussels. And my favorite night are also the theme parties.
Hello everyone, my name is Claudia Freire. I'm Vice President of Public Relations. I'm hopefully on my last year of studies. And my favorite night is International Night because of the food and the snacks and the chocolates.
Hi guys, I'm Diedrich, I'm the EPSA treasurer. I am recently graduated and my favorite night are definitely the theme parties because then I can misinterpret the theme and dress it funny, and I like that.
Hello, my name is Leonor, I'm from Portugal and I'm the EPSA Vice President of Internal Affairs. I have graduated in December and my favorite night is Gala night because it means I'm going home and I'll be able to sleep.
Hello guys, I'm Leonor. I'm also from Portugal. I'm Secretary General. I'm graduated already and my favorite night is opening ceremony.
Hi, I'm Eva. I'm the Vice President of Education. I also already graduated and my favorite night will be the safari party night.
Hi, Amanda. I'm parliamentary council member. I also recently graduated. My favorite night is international night.
Hello, my name is Katja. I'm the EPSA parliamentarian. I'm in 4th year of studies. I hate theme parties. I really hate them, but I always end up having the most fun in them. So.
Hello, I'm Chris. I'm from the Netherlands. I'm in the 3rd year of my studies. I'm a parliamentary council member. My favorite night is International Night.
Thank you very much everyone for being efficient at the presentations. Now you all know each other, so it's easier. Yes, we still have here the point about credentials forms, so PC.
Thank you, Chair. We have received, Katja, EPSA parliamentarian. We have received all of the credential forms of you currently sitting here, so everything is in check.
Chair President, awesome, thank you. So with that, we have a question from KPSC, the Netherlands. Did you ask the question just to make me run?
Sharon KPSC, the Netherlands. I was wondering if I maybe can put my table next to the UK, because I really like them and I really like chatting with them. And since everybody's moving around, can I as well? Thank you.
Chair President, I'm sorry we messed up a bit the seating, but we will fix it. But also the associations who are sitting together, they can sit together because they're like local associations. But you, as you're from the Netherlands, you're the only one. So.
And also, I would ask, can they discuss matters with each other? Because I see them all chatting, and I think it's not allowed. So please, don't talk to each other.
Thank you, sir. Matthew, did you have a point? PPSA UK.
PPSA UK. I would just suggest, unless you like this workout shirt, that we use the catch box.
Chair President, there currently is not a microphone in the catch box. This is the microphone from there. But we will work on getting another microphone for sure. Thanks. Any other comments or questions to this point? Okay. If not, then thank you all, and we can move to the next point, which is voting rights and membership matters. So for this, first we'll have a comment from Diedrich, then a comment from Member Suarez, then a comment from PC, and the further discussion will be on membership fees, then on reports, and then on the report that was submitted to you about HCCM and ISFA. Katja?
Yeah, Katja, EPSA parliamentarian, I suggest I take the scrutiny right now with this microphone and you sit at the table.
Diedrich, EPSA treasurer. If you don't mind, I do these points while sitting down because I need to read from my computer. I sent out the invoices for the membership fees, and I received a few membership fees late, and I did not receive membership fees from some other associations. The membership fees that I received late are from AFP Austria, SAF Bosnia-Herzegovina, SAFF Bosnia-Herzegovina, SAF Bosnia-Herzegovina, EMOPS Cyprus, LPSA Latvia, PPSA Poland, and SPSA Slovakia. The membership fees that I did not receive up until now are SOP Denmark, GPSF Greece, IPSA Ireland, ISFA Italy, MPSA Macedonia, ASFMR Moldova, USF Montenegro, UBI Pharma Portugal, HCCM Russia, and AHUBS Turkey. This means as IPSA Ireland and USFP Montenegro did not pay their membership for 2017 yet, this means these two associations are currently frozen according to EPSA regulations. In the list of members that of the member associations that I just read, there are a few members that would have voting rights if they would have paid their membership fees, and I would suggest to have the members that did pay their membership fee but late still have their voting rights. These are AFP Austria, SAF Bosnia-Herzegovina, this one no, let's see, LPSA Latvia, PPSA Poland, and SPSA Slovakia. For this I need, however, a 9.12 on the articles 18.7.10. For the rest, in the regulations it states that there's a 20% late fee if the fee has not been paid prior to the deadline, which is 1 week prior to the planned date the annual congress would start. However, I think this is still a bit hard because sometimes stuff just goes wrong and people try to make the deadline, are then 1 day late, and then they would have a 20% late fee without any very big warning. So I would suggest to also suspend the article that dictates the late fee, which is Article 18.7.10.1, and only have this late fee if the fee of the associations is not in at the end of the annual congress yet. So for these two articles, I will say them again. For these two articles, I will propose a 9.12. These are articles 18.7.10 and 18.7.10.1. And I believe we can. How do we do this now?
Yeah. So the Chair President. So the executive already proposed 9.12. So we need it seconded. I think no. Katja?
No, Chair, procedural motion, executive motions do not need a seconder, so we can proceed straight to the discussion on the procedural motion.
Okay, thank you very much. So I open the floor for discussion on the 9.12. Can PSC the Netherlands?
Say KMPC the Netherlands, I think we should not suspend, I think it's the regulation, because, well, it happens every year that countries don't pay their membership fee, and come on guys, we are all members of EPSA, we want to be members of EPSA, and it's not that hard to pay in time. You know when you should have paid, and you just don't do it. So I think we should set an example and not grant them voting rights. Thank you.
Thank you very much, KMPSC. I have a direct comment from PPSA Poland.
Susanna, PPSA Poland. Yes, we know when we need to pay the fee, but sometimes it's not up to us, LSs, but for our treasurers or presidents, and we can. We should take the voting rights for the most important part of the year for the association for 1 day or 2 days of delays.
Thank you very much, PPSA. I have a direct from EPSA Bulgaria.
EPSA Bulgaria. Peter, I want to know that sometimes the delay could be because of the bank. Sometimes the transfer needs a little bit more time.
We have a technical from someone from the executive.
Sorry, could you just hold the microphone closer to your mouth because we
Okay.
can't hear it? Thank you.
Sometimes the bank transfer takes a little bit more time, so maybe this is one of the problems. It's not a problem that it's late 1 or 2 days, because it could be not our fault, but the bank's fault. So.
Okay, thank you very much, PPHSA. Any other comments? KMPSC, the Netherlands.
Well, you do have about, I think, 2 or 3 months to transfer the money, so it's not a valid argument, because you should have just put it earlier. I mean, I think we paid at the 30th of March just to be sure, because the banks don't need 2 months to or 2 weeks to transfer money. Thank you.
Thank you, KMPSC. I have a direct from Mupsa. Yes, Mupsa, Turkey.
Zafer Eles Mupsa, Turkey. We should consider that we are here all student associations, so the money stuff is not going that fluent with all of us. So we should be more understanding about that, I guess.
Thank you very much, Mupsa, Turkey. Do I have any other comments on the 9.12, or can we move to the voting? If there are no, Nopsa, Norway.
I hope I got it right with the signal. I just wanted to add something to what he said. So a lot of associations, like even Norway, even though we are supposed to be a rich country, we get 0 funding from anyone, so we have to beg. Even though the years we have paid in time, still we don't know if we will get or not.
Thank you, Nopsa. Any other questions or comments? If not, then we can move to the voting on the 9.12. So I would ask everyone who is against to raise their hand. Katja?
Katja, it's a parliamentarian. For this, we will have to do the roll call.
But we cannot do the roll call before. Yeah, so I will ask all, I will ask all of you to raise one green card per table if you agree with it, if you agree with the 9.12, therefore giving the associations the voting rights, and one red card per table if you disagree, and if you abstain, just raise your hand. Is everything clear? Is it clear? So only ordinary members do this, please. And we will kindly count. So anyone who does not agree with the 9.12, please raise up your red emotion card. I have 2, 3. Then everyone who is abstaining on the opinion about the 9.12, please raise up your hand. We have 2 abstentions, and all the ordinary members who would agree with the 9.12, please raise up your green emotion cards. Okay, so as the majority I can see agrees with the 9.12, we will award the associations that Diederik mentioned. They will be granted the voting rights. Thank you very much, and I'm sorry this is a bit confusing, but yeah. What can you do? Then we are moving to the next point, which will be presented by our Secretary General, Leonor Pereira, and it is about members' reports. Leonor?
Leonor, Secretary General. So all the member associations have submitted their LS reports, except for EPSA Hungary, but since they do not have voting rights at the moment, they can sit at the GA table and it's not.
Okay, do I have any questions or comments at this point? If not, then Katja?
Yes, Katja, as a parliamentarian, before we move to the actual roll call, can we still resume the regulations by 9.13?
I was just about to do that. So yes, 9.13 is proposed now by the executive to resume it will be proposed by the executive after the voting rights are attributed. I would now, since everything is okay, I would like us to do the roll call. Can you see the Netherlands?
I have a question. Janine, KMP for the Netherlands. In this working statement, it said that every LS should deliver their updated English version of the statutes. I was wondering, did every LS do that? Because I think we, in our opinion, the voting rights of these countries should be suspended because they didn't fulfill their duties as an LS, as a member of the association. So what do you think about it?
Okay, thank you, KMPSV. So, Chair President, we were actually planning to discuss this point under the list of working statement review. But if you think that the voting rights should be linked to the failure to deliver the statutes, then of course this is something we can discuss here. But also, as a point of information, I believe all the ordinary members that have voting rights now deliver their statutes. Okay, thank you very much. So now I will ask our Secretary General, Leonor Pereira, to do the roll call and attribute the voting cards. And I will, Duarte, can you come and give out the voting cards? No, wait, the exec needs to do it. So it will be Diederik giving out and Pereira.
AFOP Austria, VFSO Belgium, SAFCO Bosnia-Herzegovina, BPHSA Bulgaria, CPSA Croatia, SUPSA Cyprus, USF Czech Republic, FIPSA Finland, ANEP France, BPHD Germany, LPSA Latvia, SFD Lithuania, K.N.P.S. Netherlands, NOPSA Norway,
PPSA Poland, APEV Portugal, FEASA for Romania, NAPSR Serbia, SPSA Slovakia, SHSFD Slovenia, FEF Spain, SNAP Sweden, ASEP Switzerland, EPSA International Turkey, BPSA United Kingdom.
Can you please raise your voting cards as high as you can so the executive can count?
There are 25 voting members present.
And I now resume the standing orders. Thank you very much. So, as now we have the standing orders, we are ready to discuss the last point, which is the HCCM Russia and ISWA Italy executive report. And for that, I would like to give the word first to PC. Katja?
Sorry, Richard, we still need the 9.13.
I'm very sorry. So the executive is now proposing a 9.13, so the regulations about the voting rights is resumed. As now you have already voting rights, it will not affect it now. Sit Anna France, sorry.
Sit Anna France, you are writing a lot of things, just like on the bottom, but we cannot see what you are writing. Is it just possible to... Thank you.
Yeah, PC, yeah, good. Okay, we will sort it out. Okay, then any comments on the 9.13 proposed by the executive? If not, then I will close the floor for discussion. I open the floor for discussion and I close the floor for discussion on the procedural motion. Anyone against the 9.13? Any abstentions? Motion was carried unanimously, so the regulations are resumed. Thank you very much. So now the 9.13 was carried, and now PC, please, the point of the report of HCCM and ISWA Italy.
Yes, so Anda, can you maybe open the report just in the background? As you were able to see in the GA package, the executive has submitted a report on their investigation in the membership of HSSM Russia and ISWA Italy. As you were able to read, the report mentions that we have not had contact by these associations in quite a while. The executive believe that they have been given enough chances to prove active and they have not resumed their duties, they have not paid their debts. That is why the executive is proposing to remove the membership of these two associations, and as is mandated by Torzo, this report also has to be individually so explored by the Parliamentary Council, which we have performed, and we would like to endorse the executive in their decision and propose to you, the General Assembly, to accept the recommendation of the executive and move to the removal of these two memberships. And for that, together with the executive, we have prepared a motion that Chert can kindly read.
Thank you, Katja. So, as you can see, the motion states the 55th EPSA General Assembly removes the membership of HCCM Russia and ISWA Italy. I open the floor for discussion on this motion. BPSA United Kingdom Technical. Thank you very much. PC is on it. Fixed. Any questions on Katja?
Actually, sorry.
Katja Technical?
Katja Supplementarian. Just thank you very much for your observation, Matthew, but in order to keep the GA time efficient, let's please try to really focus on comments on content and not that much on spelling, because of course in the minutes and in the final documents everything will be British English.
Okay, thank you, Katja. I will just have a short direct because on the motions, I think these comments should be accepted. Just not, if you see something in the documents, please send us an email, but the motions should be commented on the GA, I believe. because they're also then accepted. And yeah. So yeah, thank you. CPSA Croatia.
CPSA Croatia. So if we remove them, we are then removing the debt as well. But if in some future they decide to apply again, does then debt occurs again? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Dietrich.
Dietrich as the treasurer. No, the debt, well, the GA can vote on removing the debt, but in general, this debt would stay for at least 5 years, and after 5 years, normally the treasurer suggests to remove the debt, but for now, their debt would stay.
CPSA Croatia has a direct comment.
Okay, but if they decide to apply in 10 years, so when the debt is already removed, for example, then there won't be anything to pay, right?
Dietrich?
Dietrich, treasurer. Theoretically, this could be. However, how I would normally see it is that their debt would stay for 5 years, then it's proposed to remove the debt, and then if they apply 10 years later, there indeed would be no debt of that association.
Thank you very much, Dietrich. Yes. So this recommendation is not linked to the debt, just to make it clear. This is just to remove the membership. So this is clear, but yeah, the debt is another matter. I hope it's CPSA Croatia. Is everything clarified? Clarified? Good? Yes, okay. So, any other comments or questions on the motion? Did you all have the time to review the report? Amazing. So, if there are no more questions or comments on the proposal to remove expand HCCM, I would close the floor for discussion and move to the voting procedure. Is anyone against this motion? Please raise your voting cards high. Any abstentions? We have one abstention, and everyone for, please raise your voting cards high because we need to count and keep them high for some time. Thank you. So we have 24 votes for, and you can put your voting cards down, and yeah, with sadness, I inform you that we have just lost 2 members, HCCM Russia and ISWA Italy. Thank you very much. With that, we can move to point 5, which is the point of appointments. So first is the chairperson. I will propose myself, Chairman Fleisinger, as the chairperson of this discussion. I open the floor for discussion. I close the floor for discussion and move to the voting procedure. Anyone against? Any abstentions? Motion was carried. Thank you very much. Then I move to point 5b, which is appointment of the secretary. I propose Leonard Pereira as the secretary of the 55th General Assembly. I open the floor for discussion. Any questions or comments? I close the floor for discussion and move to the voting procedure. Anyone against? Please raise your voting cards. Any abstentions? The motion was carried unanimously, and Leonard is now the secretary. Thank you very much. And then I move to point 5c, which is the facilitators. The motion reads the 55th General Assembly appoints Katja Aleni, Chris Clerks, and Anna Krishan as facilitators for the 55th General Assembly. I open the floor for discussion. I close the floor for discussion and move to the voting procedure. Anyone against? Any abstentions? The motion was carried unanimously. Thank you very much, and I pass the facilitation to PC.
Thank you, Chair. Yeah, Dietrich, do you have a comment about the document before with the signatures?
I just need one signature.
Okay, so thank you. Yeah, and thank you, Chuck, for handing us the facilitation, which I will still have to logistically manage. Okay, so with that, we will appoint our scrutineers so that me and Chuck don't need to run around the room anymore. So yeah, as you know, the scrutineers will carry around microphones, ballots, and voting cards. And the people who will be doing that for us this week are, and please excuse me the pronunciation that I'm just about to murder, Antonio Silvestre the motion reads, the 55th EPSA General Assembly appoints Antonia Silvestre, Ilse Yakovleva, Simona Sherpente, Mirda Fabianca Schalte, Ingeten, Sildam, Job Engel, Tilen Kozole, Beatriz de Branca, Clara Brown, Dominika Studena Nates, Eilets, Laura Zilzer, Diogo Capitula, and Deborah Martins are scrutineers for the 55th EPSA General Assembly. Again, sorry for mispronunciation. I open the floor for discussion. I close the floor for discussion. Anyone against? Any abstentions? The motion was carried unanimously. Thank you. And next motion will be our meeting secretary. So the motion reads: the 55th EPSA General Assembly appoints Maciej Brodowski, Marta Szmałąż, Ruben Viegas, Dvora Martins, Kierda Timux, and Karolina Wolnik as meeting secretaries for the 55th EPSA General Assembly. I open the floor for discussion. I close the floor for discussion and will proceed to the voting. Anyone against? Any abstentions? The motion was carried unanimously. Thank you. And could I now have the scrutineer, or how will we do that? Sure. Yeah, do we have the scrutineers present here at the session? Can you come get the microphone? Okay, thanks. We will move to, technical by Seren.
Seren came between Netherlands. I see two associations from Portugal talking to each other. Please be quiet and don't do that.
Thank you, Seren. Okay. Yes. Executive, can we move to the next point? Yes, okay, great. So now we'll move to the next agenda point, which is acknowledgement of observers and short introductions. And with that, I will give the word to Chuck to mention which observers are here with us today.
Okay, thank you, Katja, Chair President. So this year we will have several observers. We will have IPSF, the International Pharmaceutical Students Federation. We will have EMSA, the European Medical Students Association, and then we will have ETSA, the European Dental Students Association. ETSA and EMSA representatives are not yet present, so they will present themselves when they are present. And now I would ask IPSF to shortly present themselves. And also apologies because we missed you while mentioning external guests at symposium. I don't know how that happened, but apologies. Can you also put your hand up so the scrutineer knows where to go? Thank you very much.
Okay, yeah, thanks a lot, Chad. No worries, all good. Yes, so hi everyone, my name is Agata Gorska. I am the current chairperson of the European Regional Office in IPSF. Well, on behalf of Federation, I would really like to thank you all for the kind invitation, and we wish you all a very fruitful GA and a lot of fun during this event. And I just want to give a microphone for a second to a second representative. Thanks.
So hi guys, I'm João Guedes and I'm the IPSF Euro Secretary for this mandate, and it's a pleasure to be invited here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Patrick.
Patrick, Vice President of External Relations. I would like to encourage everyone here present to engage as much as possible, or at least sufficient, with our external guests. They are here for us. They are here to learn. They are also here to share their knowledge. So definitely encouragement to everyone to engage.
Thank you, Patrick. Chert, any more observers? Okay, thank you, Chert. With that, we will move to the next slide, please. Anna? Yes. Okay, sorry, Anna, still one slide back because we forgot some observers. Chert?
Yeah, Chair President, I'm really sorry. Do we also maybe have the representatives from Ukraine and Albania present in the room? Yeah, Ukraine, right? Albania, yes. So I will also ask you to shortly present yourselves, as your membership was not yet discussed, so you're still observers. I'm really sorry for forgetting it, and thank you, Katya, for your work.
Hi everyone, my name is Artyom Krechman. I'm from Medical Students Union Ukraine, but it contains both medics and pharmacists. And I'm really hope that we'll join EPSA, and as everybody, I'm waiting for the international night because I have some Ukrainian vodka, as I've said.
Hello everybody, I'm Indrit Safiri from Medical Association Youth Albania, which has part of the department also of pharmacy and students which study and young professional pharmacists. We are very pleased to be here for the first time in EPSA activity. We like very much and we want to be part in this big family and to give our contribution to develop more and more EPSA with their challenges during this time. Hope to be part in this big family.
Thank you very much. And with that, we will move to the next point, please, Anda. Yes, just, and the point is changes to the agenda.
Chair President, so I'm really sorry, but I have to propose some changes to the agenda. The first change I would propose is to add point 11, application for ordinary membership in EPSA, Turks Estonia. When I was drafting the agenda, the application was not yet submitted because I did it a bit before, so I couldn't put it in, but now it was submitted, so I would propose to discuss it. Then I would propose to add an AOP, which is International Pharmaceutical Summer Camp. So the Slovenians have an event which they will present to you shortly at AOP. And then there is also one point that I would maybe propose, but in order to put it on the agenda, I will need a 9.12 from the GA, and that is the sub-application for EPSA Summer University 2019, which was received after the deadline from SSFL Slovenia. But in order to discuss that application, I will need a procedural motion from the General Assembly. Okay.
Thank you. Let me just clarify that this is on 9.12 on Article 19.3.4 of the Terms of Reference. You are indeed, yes. So 9.12 proposed by KMPSV the Netherlands, seconded by, who was it? VPSO Belgium. I open the floor for discussion on the procedural motion. I close the floor for discussions on the procedural motion. Anyone against suspending the regulations? Any abstentions? If not, the procedural motion was carried unanimously. And with that, I would also, the point of EPSA Summer University in 2019 is added to the agenda as point 22BB, applications for the 21st Summer University. Sorry, I apologize, it's the point 23BB because we now also have tours. With that, I would really kindly ask you if someone is prepared to resume the regulations by doing a 9.13 proposed by KMP. I thought it was proposed by KMPS with the Netherlands, seconded by BPSA UK. Okay. So I open the floor for discussion on the procedural motion. I close the floor for discussion on the procedural motion. We'll proceed to the voting. Anyone against the 9.13? Any abstentions? The motion was carried unanimously and the regulations are now resumed, and we have another agenda point. Chuck?
Yes, so Chair President, so those 3 points were all that the executive would like to add. Also, thank you very much for accepting the bid by SSFL. Sorry for that. It's really nice to know that we will have a bid, and also it's very nice to have candidates for all of the events in the year, so thank you very much for that. And at this point, I would just like to ask the General Assembly whether there are any points that you would like to add yourselves. If you come up with anything, we can always add it at AOP during the General Assembly. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chair. And with the added changes, we will now adopt the agenda. And if you could please move to the motion. Yes, so the motion reads: the 55th EPSA General Assembly adopts the proposed agenda for the 55th EPSA General Assembly. I open the floor for discussion. I close the floor for discussion. We will proceed to the voting. Anyone against? Any abstention? The motion was carried unanimously and the agenda is now officially adopted. Thank you. Yes, and with that we will move to the adoption of the minutes of the 54th EPSA General Assembly in Brno, Czech Republic. As you know, the minutes of the General Assemblies need to be accepted by the General Assembly. They have been submitted in the GA package, and the executive is proposing to accept them with the following motion. The 55th EPSA General Assembly adopts the minutes of the 54th EPSA General Assembly, Brno, Czech Republic. And I open the floor for discussion. Are there any comments? KMPSV? KMPSV, please hold your hand in the air until so the scrutineer can see you. Thank you.
Seren KMPSV Netherlands. On page 60 of the minutes, it says the procedural motion was carried. Motion XXXX lies on the table until the 55th GA. Should there be a number? Thank you.
Yes, just any comments? We will see that we add that mainly it's the numbering of the motion, so no real effect on the content. Any other comments on the minutes? No? Then I will close the floor for discussion and we'll proceed to the voting. Anyone against the acceptance of the minutes? Any abstentions? The motion was carried unanimously and the minutes are now officially adopted. Thank you. And with that, we'll proceed to the next point, which is the applications for the ordinary membership in EPSA. We have received one application for ordinary membership by TURS Estonia. All of the documents that are in the GA package have been submitted on time and have been reviewed by the executive and the PC and are in order. And with that, I would like to kindly ask the representatives from TURS Estonia to come up and present their presentations, and then we will take the questions from the General Assembly. So please.
So, good afternoon to everyone. My name is Jere, I'm the LS for TURS Estonia, and together with our president Reelika, we would like to give you guys a short introduction into what our association is doing. Reelika will be telling more about the association itself. But before that, I will also give you a short overview of where are we coming from and also about the University of Tartu. So I would have the next slide. So Estonia is situated in the Baltics. We are a pretty small country. We have our own language, Estonian. We are ex-Soviet, but wannabe Scandinavian. And we like to promote ourselves as e-country, meaning that basically everything, we are trying to digitalize everything that you can digitalize in a country, meaning that we have electronic voting for example, in elections, for example, presidential elections, and also we have basically only digital prescriptions in pharmacies. The next slide, please. There you can see our flag. You can say that it's inspired by the nature. Next slide, please. A little bit about the University of Tartu. Universitas Tartuensis in Latin, and Tartu Ülikool in Estonia. The next slide. University of Tartu is one of the oldest universities in Tartu. We have had education in basically in 3 languages, first German, then Russian, and now for some 100 years in Estonian. It was founded in 1632 by this Swedish guy, Gustav, and that's about it. If I can have the next slide. We have around 13,000 students in the University of Tartu. Population of Tartu is around 100,000, so roughly 1/8 of the population is students, so we're talking about a student city. University of Tartu is the only university in Estonia that offers a 5-year master's program in pharmacy. Institute of, it's the Institute of Pharmacy, which is the smallest of all the institutes in our university. Altogether, all 5 years, all the 5 courses, we have 112 students. And the institute itself is situated next to the Physicum, Chemicum, and Biomedicum, where we are teaching biological and natural sciences. We got the new facilities built in 2006, so they are fairly new. And the research is currently focusing on electrospinning of nanofibers and 3D printing. So if some of you are working on your final work, or how do you call it in English? Master thesis. Thank you. You're welcome to our university if you want to work with some electrospinning or 3D printing. The pharmacy program in University of Tartu is a 5-year program, as I mentioned before. It's integrated, so we don't get a bachelor's degree, just a master's degree. In the end, we have 6 months of practice in community pharmacy, but there's also a possibility to go to the hospital pharmacy. In the end, we must defend the master's thesis and also take the final state examination. Every year we have 36 new students, and every year around 20 of those students actually graduate. About the curriculum, just a couple of words. We have a greater emphasis on pharmaceutical technology, social pharmacy, and medical sciences, and the largest individual subjects are stated there. And now I would like to give the word to Reelika, our president, and she will be telling you more about the association itself and what are we up to.
Hello, thank you. I'm Reelika, president of Turks Estonia, and I'm talking a little bit about our society. So here we are with not all of the members, but some of them. In the background there is the building where we study, and also you can see the flag of our society. So what do? We gather Estonian pharmacy students to diversify their studies by organizing all kinds of events and exchange programs, seminar, field trips, academic events. Next slide, thank you. And I will talk about our main events. So the most important academic event is the autumn seminar, which is also the biggest income for us. The autumn seminar is for pharmacists and also pharmacy students and other physicians to give them knowledge about different kind of topics. And mostly there are really many pharmacists, but also lots of students attend. And it has a long tradition already, and last 3 years we also have an official certificate of attendance. Here are some pictures about the autumn seminar. What do we also do is we give some workshops in schools. On the right hand or your left, there is a presentation about making the tablets, and on the right there is a workshop about caffeine. And our main social events are, well, we have many pancake evenings. Also we have sports events throughout the year. For example, we go canoeing, we play bowling, and all kinds of stuff like that. And also we have cultural nights, and also a birthday party, Christmas party, and etc. We also organize field trips, and every year we send our students or members to a different factory. This year we will be going to Grindex, to Latvia. And also we have tours in different pharmacies, both community and hospital pharmacies. And we do many cooperations with other organizations. For student organizations, for example, with Estonian medical students and biosciences students, we have this medical film festival. It's a little bit old picture in 2016, but we have it every year, and also next year. And also we do cooperation with Finnish, Latvian and Lithuanian students in Baltic Pharmaceutical Students Seminar, which this year is taking place in Lithuania. And also with professional organizations, Estonian Pharmaceutical Society, and on the picture there is their seminar, Baltfarm Forum, which took place, and also we had a little seminar there. So, in total we have 81 members, of whom 49 are students. And also we have then 32 supporting members. And as we have total of 112 pharmacy students, then as you can see, we have lots of them in our society, which is always a good thing. And also 4 members of the executive board. The president is responsible for internal affairs, vice president for external affairs, treasurer for finance management, and secretary for communication and marketing. And also we have other year-round positions.
Oh, sorry.
Well, you can put the next slide, yeah. And how do we roll? We have project-based groups. We don't have any work groups otherwise. And the final projects are decided in September in work assembly. And every project has a project leader and active team. And yeah, the group size depends on the scale of the event. So we offer our members, well, many things, which is yeah, really important, that we promote EPSA events really much, and also through IPSF we have sent our students to summer exchange practice program for many years now. And also, yeah, we try to educate our members in every kind of field and give them the best after-school activities we can. So we have been in EPSA for a year now. We gained associate membership in 14th EPSA Annual Congress in Kranjska Gora. We have done 3 public health campaigns. Well, one is on right now. They are Antibiotic Awareness Week, Healthy Lifestyles Day, and Vaccination Week, which is happening right now. We also have been actively filling in the methodology booklet survey. And right now we have the information that 20 plus members have filled it in, so I guess it's a really good number. Also, we had visitors, Adam and Minna. We had these EPSA trainers on tour, and it was really fun for our members. And also we have been actively taking part of EPSA's events. Yeah. And how can we improve ourselves? We haven't done Twinnet yet, but we have thought about it a lot. So hopefully next year we will be doing a Twinnet. Also, we haven't actively take part in EduProf platform, and we're hoping to do that. Also, it would be really nice to have Estonian EPSA trainer, and we are really trying to get more students involved in EPSA activities. Yeah. So get in touch with us if you have any questions that you do not want to ask here, and also you can follow our Instagram, which is over there. So thank you for your attention, and this is Estonian Pepe, which always gives good luck every event that he is in. So.
Thank you very much, Turs, for this lovely presentation. With that, we will go to the motion, Anna, please. So there is a motion proposed that the 55th EPSA General Assembly accepts Turs Estonia as EPSA ordinary members. And I will open the floor for discussion and ask you if you have any questions for Turs. Okay, I have Apef.
Matilda Bev, Portugal. Thank you so much for your presentation. I have a question for you. As ordinary members, what can you bring to and contribute to EPSA development?
Well, we would be glad to also have our vote on all the matters that we are discussing here, instead of just commenting on them. We actually have an opinion and stuff as well. And yeah.
Thank you. Any more questions for the applicants? Leonor?
Leonor, EPSA Vice President of Internal Affairs, so I just want to make a comment. As it was mentioned, as you can see, even though Turs is just with us at 1 year, they have been involved in many EPSA projects. They had trainers on tour there, they are engaged in our activities. So they are doing everything so they can be in EPSA and they can contribute to our association.
Thank you very much, Leonor. Do I have any more questions? No? Okay, then I close the floor for discussion, and I will explain how the voting will look. So, actually, before the voting, we will move to the internal discussion, and I will now explain what the internal discussion is. The internal discussion means that we will ask everyone from the applicant country, so all the Estonians in the room, to please leave the room. I will have maybe members of the helping team helping guide you out, and then we will move to the internal discussion, which is discussing internally about the candidates without the candidates.